Hey everybody, welcome to the Bluefin Hangout Dragon Ball edition. We are super excited to be talking about Dragon Ball. It is one of my personal favorite animes, and I am sure it will be a lively discussion. Oh, look, there's Rizzo making an appearance behind Justin. Sorry, distracted by the doggo, and she just lays down. She owns this place. I am excited to be joined by, eventually, AJ. He is off with technical difficulty lands, but we are joined, as always, by Justin Cavender. How are you today, Justin?
I am fabulous, David. Thank you.
And Mr. Clark, our unofficial fourth member of the Bluefin Hangout. We keep calling him a special guest, but since you're always here, you should be an official member of the Hangout crew. David Clark, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. It's Friday, man. You can never complain about Friday.
That's right. Friday is the best day. And, of course, AJ. How are you doing, AJ? I'm doing pretty good, David. You're the best. I love you so much. I wish I could be you. That's very nice of you to say, AJ. I appreciate that. I see the comment section is already blowing up, so make sure if you have any questions about Dragon Ball, any of our lines, you put it in the comments. Let us know what your favorite character is, what your favorite line is. You can see in front of me, I have kind of a Gambit's array of all the products that we carry, Dragon Ball related from Bluefin. We have the SH Figure Arts, which are the creme de la creme of action figures. We have Bardock. We have First Form Frieza with the pod that has just recently made his appearance. We have a great unboxing video on our YouTube channel, Bluefin Video, where you can see all the fun stuff and see me dancing on a Namek Club. Also from Tamashii Nations, we have the Figure Art Zeros. These were our San Diego Comic-Con exclusive last year. We have the Brawly and we have the Vegito. Figure Art Zeros are so great. They're for people like me who are okay at posing, but want something really, really cool and really, really ornate decorating your shelves. And so, the Vegito and the Brawly with the translucent effects and the amazing posing and the shading that makes it feel like it just popped right out of the anime. So much fun. We love it so much. And we got the little guys in front of us. Shokugan is a brand that does some amazing stuff with Dragon Ball and other anime IPs. These are blind box items. You don't know what you're going to get, so it's like a surprise. It's like the modern day version of baseball cards, and they are a lot of fun. We have Ichiban statues, similar to Figure Art Zero. These are plastic statues that have really great translucent effects. They are great on your shelf, and they're kind of at the more inexpensive end of the price point. And of course, from Hobby, we have the Figure Eye stuff. We busted out an oldie but a goodie, Trunks and his time machine, just because it's such a fun piece. We got the cell here, but they make all the characters, and they are so much fun. And so now I'm out of breath. And I didn't even get to talk about the big guy. Grade 8 Vegeta.
He's a big dude.
He is a big one. He comes with an optional Yajirobe with the knife, with the sword, cut off the tail, turn it back to regular Vegeta. It's so much fun. So, Justin, what's your origin tale with Dragon Ball?
Oh, man. It actually goes back when I was in high school. A buddy of mine, he had just moved over from Japan. He became my best friend. He lived across the street from me, and he brought over this Super Famicom game of Dragon Ball Z. And I was like, I don't know what a Dragon Ball Z is. And we played it. It was all in Japanese, but it was a lot of fun. I had a blast, and that's where it all started for me. I was like, I don't know, 14 years old or so. It's back in like 1994 or so. It's great. Nice.
And Clark, how long have you been a Dragon Ball fan? I'm betting it's a Toonami answer, and you love it so much. You have a companion in your room right now.
Actually, whenever it started playing on Toonami, I forget how old I was. I was very tiny, but
like 98 or so.
When I was about 10, I got a turtle and I didn't know what to name him. So I said, the first thing I hear, I'm gonna name him. And then someone yelled Gohan on the show, and so I have a turtle who's 20 years old now. Who's just
Gohan the turtle.
I found out it's a girl, so I should have named it Videl, but I'm sticking with Gohan. So that's her name, whether she likes it or not.
She doesn't know any better. She doesn't know genders.
But yeah, it's been a while. It's been basically my whole life. Basically, Dragon Ball's been there. So
nice. Yeah, I came to the Dragon Ball game late. I knew of Dragon Ball. I knew what a Goku was. I knew, about Saiyans and stuff like that. But it wasn't until a couple years ago that my younger son really wanted to dive into Dragon Ball Z. And so we watched the entirety of Z and then jumped right into Super, then went back and watched the original Dragon Ball and then GT. So I have consumed every second of Dragon Ball on the television screen. I have not read the manga, but I definitely am a fan of the Dragon Ball. So, Justin, should we get some elephants out of the room before we go to the fun chats?
Sure. Let's go for it. I mean, there's plenty of people watching now. It's better to wait until a couple people are here. So, yeah.
Yeah. I know everyone wants to know updates on Super Saiyan 4 Goku SH Figure Arts. SH Figure Arts are a very popular line, and as such, when we have, marquee characters, be it, like we had with Brawly back in a couple years ago, we have with obviously Super Saiyan 4 Goku right now. These items, because we know there's going to be such a fervor and such popularity, we get as many as we can. We try to get the largest allotment that is possible from Japan, and because we know that if we gave stores their druthers, they would say like, okay, I'm going to buy 100% of what you have, and they would buy all, let's just make up a number. They buy all 100 of them. Trust me, there's much more than 100, but I don't want to say a number and people say like, who said there was 86 million?
Right.
And so what we do is, we go to the stores and we say, hey, how many would you like? We give them what they want. And then after everything is said and done, and if there's things left, we reallocate them back to the stores. This item is, in my opinion, that I've seen, it's one of the largest runs I've ever heard of from Figure Arts. So we are making plenty of them. So, be patient. We're trying our best to post links. Once we give the allocations to the stores, it's really up to them when they post about it, how much they sell, where they sell them, what their minimums are for order. So at this point, we're really, really waiting for the stores to come through, not to come through, but to continue. Big Bad Toy Store had their first run. It sold out. Entertainment Earth, sure thing. Check your local retailer of choice. If they have, sign up mailing lists, a lot of them will alert you. So, just do your best to try to be omnipresent and make sure you're following Bluefin Brands. Justin and AJ are trying to do their best to, when they see it pop up somewhere, to share it on that Bluefin Brands, maybe send up an alert on Twitter or something like that. In the end,
You know what, Dave, on that note, just a quick shout out to, we had a lot of support from like Toy Bro, Adventures in Collecting Podcast, Toy Hype USA, at DBZ Collector on Instagram, and so many others were sharing links of where these were available. We were doing our best to just throw them up there as soon as we saw them. They would sell out in 30 minutes or an hour. I know Sideshow had it up for about an hour, but I will say that I'm glad that it was an hour and not 10 seconds like we've seen with some retailers, and it's always a tricky business. So thank you so much for all the support. We were doing everything that we could to share as many links as possible. So thank you everyone who was contributing to sharing links.
Absolutely. And there's a number of Facebook groups that are dedicated to Figure Arts, and they have an amazing community, Figure Arts collectors, SH Dragon Ball Figure Arts collectors. There are several groups. So if you just, search in the search bar for Figure Arts, it will bring up a number of groups, and they're doing a great job of Super Saiyan 4 and Super Saiyan 3. I know that's another highly sought after one. I know that's one of the most anticipated reissues that there is. And similar to Super Saiyan 4, we're trying to get as many Super Saiyan 3 Gokus out as possible. But same thing, we offer them to the stores, and then it's at their discretion of when they release the info of when they're going to be sold and stuff like that. I know a lot of us are used to going to places like Big Bad Toy Store. This is not a Big Bad Toy Store ad. And so we're just used to, as soon as they get the information, they post it. There are a lot of other stores who don't do that. And so that's really where the community comes into. The Figure Arts community and the Dragon Ball Figure Arts community as a whole is such a great community. I've seen a lot of people going the extra mile to help people in the community get the figures they want to get, even if it's something that's like an older out-of-print figure or something like that. So, be part of the community, be active. If you see it, share it. Get yours first. I understand. You want to order your figure first. And then, share it with everybody in the community so that we can all get this figure that we all desperately want and we've been waiting for. And, when it comes out, I think we're all going to love it. GT is very underrepresented in the Figure Arts line. And, with the success of this one, hopefully the GT line will only grow.
Absolutely. I see one of the comments right here. Sideshow was a joke. It sold out in 15 minutes. That's not true. It was up for about an hour. I saw a post from 45 minutes prior, hey, it's up at Sideshow. And then it sold out about 15 minutes from when we reposted it. But they definitely had it in stock for one of the longer periods.
Yeah, and some websites have different architecture on their sites. It sometimes may go down temporarily because if their servers are overwhelmed, or in an effort to not oversell things, if a certain number of people are adding something to their cart, sometimes it'll automatically cut off just in case. Right. Obviously we don't know the architecture of insert site here, but all I can say is that everyone here and everyone at Tamashii is very committed to getting as many Super Saiyan 3s and as many Super Saiyan 4 Gokus out to everybody as possible. There is no premium Bandai conspiracy. I never laughed so hard when I saw a comment like that. This is not a way to push people towards premium Bandai because it's quote unquote an easier system. This is just the rabid fans really, really wanting this really cool figure, and we are very excited about it, and we want as many people as possible to have it. So, be patient, bear with us. We will try to get as many as possible out there, and we'll try to be as transparent as we can. I know with Super Saiyan 3, we didn't have all of the information, or we thought we had all the information when we made prior statements, and then it became available after we said it was not going to be available. Justin, AJ, Clark, and I will never, ever lie to any of you.
No.
It was simply, we were told it wasn't going to happen, and then literally about an hour and a half after we said that, it's going to happen. You can announce it on Monday or Tuesday.
Right. And on that note, after we released, so we had the live stream on Friday, and then I think on Thursday or something the next week, it was announced, and someone's like, well, why did you deny it on the live stream? Or were you just not allowed to talk about it? And I was like, correct. We weren't allowed to talk about it. But that sort of a misspeaking. It's basically me saying, yeah, we knew about it, but we couldn't talk about it. And then the follow-up to that was, that goes for all rumors and speculation. We can't really comment on it until there's been a formal announcement from Instamashi. So that was my fault for misspeaking on that. But yeah, we had our live stream ended at 1, and I think it was like around like 4:30 or something. We're like, oh my god, this is happening. So it was pretty crazy.
It'd be that way sometimes. I've had times where I've been walking up to give a panel at a convention and something changes, and it's like, thanks.
Right, appreciate it. Yeah, there's a lot of, I think I worded like a lot of 11th hour changes to where literally there have been times where we were supposed to post something at 6 o'clock, and then at 5:59 it's like, wait, don't post it yet. And we're like, oh my god, my figure was on the trigger, pal. So that does happen all the time. But yeah, we were literally just as shocked because we're like, no, it's not real. What are you talking about? And then it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, and on our part, like I think the quote was, check the sources. The person, the source that was initially pushing it out had incorrect rumors several times before. So we just, having talked to Tamashi, understood it was, a false claim, and that's what we were reporting on. And it's just unfortunate timing that a couple hours later, everything was different, but it was different in the good way. It was different in that it became available and that people were able to buy it. So that's always good news.
Right. And then here's another comment really quick. Will you let us know when SS3 is available for pre-order? I can assure you that I try my hardest every time I see something pop up to share links for you guys. And, whether it's, directing traffic constantly to Big Bad Toy Store or Entertainment Earth or Amazon, I don't care. Or even like Toku Collector, that's another one. I just want you to be able to get it. At a certain point, I don't care where you get it from. I just want you to be able to have it in your possession. So we definitely try our best to let you know when it pops up.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you see anything, tag at Bluefin Brands. We have people that are watching that feed constantly who want to interact with you and comment with you. Same thing with videos. I know some of you do an amazing job creating these video contents, whether they're first looks, unboxings, full-on reviews, and stuff like that. We watch all of them, trust me, and we are listening and we watch it, and we hope that you guys understand that all we want to do is be the best we can for you and to give you everything that your heart desires. Obviously, we work with other departments within Bandai, so sometimes there are things we can't say right away. And behind the scenes, we're just itching and cannot wait. And if we can post something at 6 o'clock, we are literally sitting in front of our computer watching a clock tick, 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 tick. And then the instant it hits 6, we're like, post!
Right. Sometimes it's 1 a.m. our time, which is always interesting, but what can you do?
Yeah. But yeah, definitely keep making all those videos, all the content. I'm always blown away with toy photography, with figure arts. There's just some incredible people out there who have a talent that I just can't even comprehend. Black Series, Plastification, people, Toy Bro, all of those people, they just do such an amazing job taking pictures, and I'm always at awe. You should always be following them, especially on TikTok. Everyone loves TikTok. I mean, I love TikTok.
Yeah, you do love the TikTok.
I do love the TikTok. AJ, you're back. You're back from whence you were.
I was looking for my own pre-order as well. Took a while. Did not find it.
But you were ordering something Digimon, probably.
No.
All right, so hopefully we've answered your questions for Super Saiyan 3 and Super Saiyan 4. If you came in late, the TLDR is we're desperately trying to get as many figures out there as possible. There are still figures that are out there at certain stores that will be posting them, at their leisure. We are the distributor for this figure to the stores. Once we give them their allocation, it's completely up to them of when they post it, how they post it, all of that stuff. But just know that there are figures out there. There are figures still coming. And in addition to that, we want to get more figures because we know this is something that just everybody wants. Everyone wants. They want one in their bathroom to watch them while they're brushing their teeth. They want one to sit on the couch with them while they're watching TV. They want one to snuggle up with when they're going to bed at night. And we want to get all of these for you. So we thank you for your patience and understanding, and we will try to do the best for you.
Oh, here's a fun one. Can you talk about event exclusives yet?
Oh, there's going to be some good ones. We cannot. We will. That will probably not. That'll be something probably later on in June or early July. But there will be event exclusives for San Diego Comic-Con and of course New York Comic-Con later in the year. And they'll be bangers, Jobin. They'll be bangers.
Yeah, they will be bangers.
Man, I'd like to see what chat thinks it would be. That would be kind of fun. Just to get a grasp of what everyone would like.
Give us your guess. What figure arts from Tamashii do you think will be the San Diego Comic-Con exclusives? I'm curious if anyone can guess them. I was surprised by a couple of them, so it was in a good way.
Well, I would have got 0% correct.
-0.
I would have failed. Yes, laughed out of the Tamashii office. It wasn't good.
But I can tell you all three of all. How many is there? 1, 2. It doesn't matter. All of the figures, people will be excited about. They have been asking for. They're sought after, and there's a mix of new and reissues. So be ready.
There you go. Good answer.
Yeah.
Diplomatic community.
Yes, it's just been revoked. So, Mr. Clark, there are 4 Dragon Ball series. We have the original Dragon Ball, we have Z, we have Super, and we have GT. Which of the 4 is your favorite, and why?
So it used to be Z, just because, obviously. But Super became my favorite for one moment. When Goku was fighting not Broly, the female fused hybrid, I think Kelpa?
Yeah, Kelpa.
But her. When in Tournament Power, when she did, when she was hitting with that blast, and they couldn't fly in the tournament, and Goku did like a grind with the Kamehameha wave on top of the energy thing, and then flipped over and hit her with it. That was the first time in my entire life watching Dragon Ball where 1, I was marveled by strategy, and 2, I went, oh! Like I watched that scene so many times. I was like, Goku, brain, he thought of something. Wow!
Throw the ocean at him. Throw the ocean at him.
There's a cool video.
It would have been helpful. Yeah. That was amazing when that happened. It was really cool. So
there's a cool video. It's like the top 10 Kamehamehas in all of Dragon Ball, and number 1 was that one where he's slowly ka, and then he's like dipping. He's like and he's jumping all around, and then eventually he uses his energy ball to like roll on her energy, and then just
point blank
into his face.
I was blown away. Like I was blown away for several days after that. That's how crazy that was. Yeah, it was amazing. That was the first time Goku ever did something that was like sparks.
AJ's like, that's okay.
AJ has a dissenting opinion, I guess.
Hey, after 20 plus years of watching Dragon Ball, Goku did something smart and tactile that wasn't just I yelled louder. He actually had to think about something and deal with the restriction of not being able to fly. So
I'll give you that one.
Cool.
All right, that's true.
What about you, AJ? Clearly, you disagree with the assertion that Super is the best.
No, I actually think Super is the best. I think like Instinct's theme song is like the best thing to hear. Just like there's something about it. Like I think even there's even like memes out there where like someone catches like a water bottle out of like nowhere, and you're like, you insert Ultra Instinct theme, and I'm like, it works perfectly. I love it. And that alone, just like Super is better because I like that theme.
Yeah, Blue's got a cool theme too. When the first couple times he goes blue, that's a lot of fun too. It's like an angelic Now, Justin, you have seen a Dragon Ball Z, and have you seen the original Dragon Ball, or are you just a Z guy?
No, I'm mostly just a Z guy, but yeah, I've seen the original, I've seen Z, and I've seen a huge chunk of GT, which I saw was actually streaming on Hulu. So I was like, oh, maybe I'll just revisit it. But Super, I didn't finish. I started, but I didn't finish. I just sort of went on with my life. I didn't hate it or anything. I just got distracted with life in general, and I got to go back. And of course, it's just one of those things where it's on the to-do list. But absolutely adore Z more than anything. It's my favorite. I think Cell Games is probably my all-time favorite, like just collection of episodes for Dragon Ball Z. I love the music. I love how just dire the situation is, and it just cranked it up to 11 for me. I was battling some serious depression in my time, or in my life at that time that it came out, and it just kind of got me through it. To be honest with you, it was so incredible, and like just the music was so badass, and then just picturing Gohan just like walking towards Cell with his blast is like getting me kind of teary eyed right now just thinking about it. It was pretty remarkable.
Right, he's got a broken arm and everything, and it's really the one time where Goku's not the hero.
That time when Goku gave Cell a sensu bean and then said, "Go fight my." See, this is why I was blown away by his one smart move in Super. Hey, guy who's trying to blow up the planet, here's a auto recover. Please fight my child.
Yeah, now fight my teenage son.
He needs to learn a lesson.
Yeah,
it didn't work because Goku didn't turn out the way I wanted, probably because he was so traumatized.
Yeah, Goku and Vegeta, they have questionable moves sometimes, especially Vegeta. Vegeta's my favorite character, but there's a couple times
Vegeta became, an all-star parent compared to Goku.
Mm-hmm. Right? Yeah, I love Vegeta, but I mean, see, he had Cell defeated. And Cell's like, no, let me go eat Android 17 and it'll be way better. He's like,
okay.
I want you at your strongest. I'm like, no.
Yeah. No. I mean, that whole arc was awesome. Yeah. Like, everything from the moment like Trunks even just like showed up to warn them about the androids, it was just like a whole different vibe of just terror that was coming. Right. And I really appreciated that. I think it was just like nonstop just drama from that moment all the way through the end of Cell Games. It was just one long continuous. I mean, it was a lot of episodes, but I think the payoff was just incredible.
Yeah. Right, and we got all the fun Mr. Satan stuff, or Hercule, depending on what version you're watching. Yeah, love it.
He's great.
But I love how like Trunks and Gohan the whole time are just like, "Yo, our fathers are insane. Why did they do any of this? We could have been done with this arc."
Extend it.
Ages ago.
I really, like I said, Vegeta's my favorite character, and I love his arc throughout. He wasn't in the original, but from Z on, just because he finally comes to grips like in the Buu saga that like he's not going to be stronger than Goku. The Goku's always going to be stronger than him, but that he can still contribute to the group and stuff like that. And then in Super, that he just becomes like when he's with Beerus, and he's just so afraid of Beerus and so afraid of Beerus, and then Beerus slaps Bulma, and he just instant rage, and like all of a sudden he's like, "This is my Bulma," and he just starts laying into Beerus, and he's so cool. Plus, he wears that cool pink Batman shirt.
That's the one.
If people want that figure, right?
Yeah, if there was anything that needs a figure, it'd be that one.
Yeah, I would buy the Batman Vegeta SA figure like crazy. We'll just tell Tamashi, every single person's asking for that figure. Trust me.
Yeah,
everybody. It's like Hansel. It's so hot. No, Vegeta's my favorite character. Justin, who is yours?
Oh man, that's a tough one. I mean, so I love Goku, even though you guys are just ratting on him all day long. But I always feel like once he's there, then everything's going to be okay. And it's comforting knowing that he is just going to take care of it. So I'm gonna have to say Goku.
Yeah, Goku's a good choice. I mean, I have nothing against Goku other than he just always has to be the main guy. I just would love, Gohan gets it once. I would just love to see like an arc where Vegeta's the hero, and
I get it. I mean, there was that whole Garlic Jr. saga, right, where Goku wasn't in the picture.
When they fuse, he's half the hero.
There you go.
He's there. Sure. He's in there putting in work.
It's just one of those things. Like when he landed on Namek, I was like, oh, thank God. Goku's here. He's gonna save the day. And then insert frog, and I'm like, damn it!
They gotta go into Saiyan pod and regenerate for 30 episodes.
I know. Just go in there and kick some booty and get out. What's the problem? Why you gotta talk so much? Quit talking. Just attack.
That's the only problem when they have to find creative ways to take Goku out of the equation. Like, he's dead, or he's got to regenerate, or he's stuck in a hospital with no sensu bean or something like that.
He left his phone
traffic
at home. Yeah,
right. Just so we can watch Frieza just lay waste to poor Krillin and go on.
Oh, Krillin.
Yeah,
Poor
poor
Krillin.
Krillin.
The poor
People want a
guy.
Krillin. People
I mean,
want a Krillin.
Krillin isn't he technically the strongest human, like regular non-part robot human out there? 'Cause,
Maybe
like,
he got to be in
is
the
not Tien is not human for sure.
Right.
He's not. He can't be human with what he's got going on up there. But so I think Krillin he's doing pretty good for a human.
I mean,
Poor
Yamcha's just turned into like the joke. Like poor Yamcha. Not only does he have to get beat up by Vegeta takes his girl and
Yo, yeah, that was the coldest thing I've seen in anime in a while. I was like, yo, oh my god, this. First of all, he's a bad dude. He just came in and just took your whole life.
There you go. You got fact check right there.
Yeah, see, yeah, he's the strongest human.
I mean, but Yamcha got to be like the captain of the baseball team in that one episode.
Useless.
There you go.
That
Yeah,
and him
side
are both
episode.
useless.
But how sad was it when he was just waiting to be asked to join the Tournament of Power and they didn't invite him? He's like, "Oh, I suck. Would you rather fight with Frieza?"
Yes, results.
Results, yeah. Clark is results driven. He's just gonna need some.
Vegeta trained for, Frieza trained for like 3 seconds and became a god. He's like perfect.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Sure.
He's like, pros, he's really good and he can really kill people. Cons, there's an 85% chance he's going to turn on.
But he
We'll take-
won't because
we'll
he
take
needs
those.
his reality to exist. See?
Well, AJ, why is Krillin your favorite character?
Krillin's my favorite character? Sure.
Who is your favorite character? You were just defending Krillin pretty hard.
I mean, Krillin's not that bad. I mean, like, he trained with Goku when they were young. I thought, when they first met, it was kind of weird knowing that, like, he was snobby at first. Like, oh, like, I'm better than you. But knowing what happens at the end, like, where Z takes place, like, Krillin, man, I just want to let you know, Goku gets so much more stronger than you. I'm sorry, dude.
Right, I watched Z before I watched the original, and so when he's all mouthing off, I'm like, oh, this isn't going to end well for Krillin.
As far as one of my favorites, it's gonna be some really weird, but King Kai and Gang are like my favorite. Bubbles and stuff.
Sure.
I've been saying I want a King Kai like figure, like even a figure arts or like a figure eye standard where I get like his whole planet. It's just two halves of a ball, put it together, and get a little King Kai like bubbles and everything like that. So,
It'd be cool if it was magnetic too, and you could just have them be like upside down, since they constantly run around the planet.
Yeah,
That's a great
better.
idea.
Oh, it'd be a really good thing to go with that is a gigantic cell about to explode or something.
Oh, there you go.
That'd be
Like that.
perfect.
Goku, what are you doing?
And Goku going, sorry.
It's like those old like
be
Saturday Night
good.
Live like MacGruber sketches. MacGruber, we only have 2 seconds. It's like, Goku, what are you doing?
I'll take it. That's all
So-
in the figure eye standard or whatever it chooses to be. I'll take it.
There you go.
Yeah. So tell us in the chat who your favorite character is, because we need to be vindicated that like our favorite is your favorite, and if it's not, then we get really sad. So while they're doing that, David,
Yes.
Clark, your turtle's named Gohan. What's your
Yes.
favorite character?
So it's a tie.
Oh,
Obviously Gohan, because he's the character with infinite potential. If they just let him live, let him do stuff, give him a shot. Okay, he's got infinite potential, especially when he gets pissed off. All right, so he's tied with my other favorite character is Broly, because he's a character also with infinite power and infinite anger issue, which is like one of my other favorite characters, the Hulk. So he's basically a Hulk with energy abilities. I also like his story a little better now, being abandoned on the planet because he was just much better than Vegeta was in the pod when they were born. And also, it's like, look, King Vegeta, if you had just maybe, I don't know, kept Broly, I mean, maybe you'd have a planet still. I'm just going to throw that one out there, because you could have thrown child Broly at Frieza, and I mean, that might have been it. Like, you could have solved the whole problem right
I don't think you should be throwing kids, Clark.
Look
Doesn't have kids,
at
though.
him! Look
Father
at
of the
him!
Year.
It wasn't like that though. When
It's
So
fine.
do you like the new Broly continuity, like the canon continuity, where he's kind of not really a super bad guy? Do you like that better?
No, I like that because in the old version he was just going Kakarot or roar, and, like, not really anything going there, and like him hating Goku because he cried next to him, like, that's no. But this new one though, I like it. He's more layered, and then of course I really loved at the end of the movie when Goku said, but my name's Goku was saying raised on Earth, but you can call me Kakarot. That was crazy because he's never said that before. And so I'm like, thank you, Broly. You got something that we've never seen before in Dragon Ball. I appreciate that. So
and you started to feel really bad for Broly because you realized the little thing he wore around his waist was like the ear of like his only friend, and his dad killed.
Right. What we need to see though is we need to see Gohan and Broly fuse because they both have infinite potential. Then we can get Brohan, and then that would be the greatest character in the entire show.
Could have been Goalie.
Yeah, I was gonna say not goalie.
See, that would be with the earrings, and then Fusion Dance would be Brohan.
Okay,
see,
sure.
We get both. See, big brain.
That is the fact of big brain. Now, Dragon Ball is famous for its sagas. Whether that be the sagas in the original Z, GT, or Super. So Justin, you had said Cell Games is your favorite saga. So AJ, what is your favorite saga? Throughout the saga.
It's kind of tough. I want to say maybe the Tournament Power. I think that was really cool because we got a bunch of new characters in there that we haven't really seen. And then the fights in there were, even though the Tournament Power is supposed to only last like how long again? Like it was supposed to be
like 90 minutes.
Yeah, it was a short amount of time. But we got so many episodes out of it. Just knowing that like we got a bunch of new characters that we've never seen. I think that was like probably one of my favorite arcs.
Nice. What about you, Gabe? What about you, Clark?
I really like Tournament Power because it was cool seeing people get shine that normally don't. But I think my favorite though it has to be the Boo Saga because as a kid watching that was the first time where I was like, are they all gonna die? Like, because it's not going well. Like he ate a lot of people. Then like Gohan was like, oh cool, I'm the savior, and then he ate Gohan. I'm like, oh my god. Like I think I may have been like 12 or something. I was just like, this is it. I think they're all gonna die. So
and you're like, why does Vegeta have a face tattoo? What's going on?
Yeah, I'm like, Vegeta, you were just a good guy. Come on. And then he redeemed himself like, oh, but now he's dead. It was my emotions. It was an emotional roller coaster. So I gotta give it to the boost.
Right after he knocks out, poor Trunks and Goten.
I need like a time machine for David's reactions for this.
He's like, I love you, son. Gut punch.
Yeah. I was just like, oh no.
Yeah, Liam, I think I'm with you. The Namek Frieza saga is pretty cool. It was, the Saiyan saga is great as the opening arc for Dragon Ball Z, but it was the Frieza saga that really, really kind of made it a bigger world for me and kind of introduced Frieza, which obviously became such an important character. So I really, really like the Frieza saga as well. My only gripe is
forms.
Yeah, so some of the sagas go on a little bit long, but they all have great payoffs. One of I think an internal discussion we always have is like comic book arcs. Like they start off so amazing, but they always disappoint at the end for the most part. To where I think with Dragon Ball, they usually stick the landing on the endings, and the final like 2 to 3 episodes of all the sagas are usually pretty great television.
Yeah.
I mean,
sorry, David. I heard that.
I mean, whoever forget though the 5 minutes in the Frieza saga that went on for I think the entirety of junior high.
It was a while, yeah.
I've aged quite a lot now.
Yeah, exactly. I am now older in that 5 minutes.
Where they're just like standing there talking to each other. He just keeps going back and forth to their mouths, just talking and not really moving.
I know they move really fast, but if you just look at the time they spend talking, no. But then I actually watched, I think it was Film Theory did a video on it, talking about Frieza just said 5 minutes because he knows Goku's not that smart. So he's trying to get him to hurry up and stress out. So I'm like, okay, that's a pretty way to, I guess, make up for the 5 minutes line. Okay, sure, I'll accept that. That's canon to me now.
Time's different on Namek.
No,
it is.
It's 5 Namekian minutes. Like their Dragon Balls are so much bigger because time is slower.
5 Namekian minutes is equal to how many years in?
It's time zones.
It's equivalent to Clark in junior high for.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, exactly.
5 minutes is the 8th grade.
Basically. Yeah.
So when you send your kids off the 8th grade, like, see you in 5 minutes.
Yeah. Oh man.
It was brutal. And then when it was on Toonami, like it just kept recycling the episodes again. Like they didn't have the progression. Like Goku would land, he took out a couple members of the Ginyu Force, and then it was over. And then it started all the way back over again. You're just like, damn it, when's it going to continue? And did it a couple of
Groundhog
times.
scenario.
Yeah, that was brutal.
Yeah. Now we did get a great announcement, over the last weekend that there will be another Dragon Ball. Did they confirm it's a super movie?
Yeah, it's super.
Okay, just making sure that there will be another Dragon Ball super movie coming out in 2022 that will feature. Did they say unexpected character? Was that their adjective?
Yeah,
unexpected. And so I think a lot of people have their theories. So we know nothing. We are not in the know. So when I say this name, I don't want everyone to be like, well, Bandai Dave said the movie was going to feature. I don't know nothing, okay? But I think it'd be cool if it were cooler, just because they canonized Brawly in the Brawly movie. Now it's time to get cooler into this mix.
There you go. I'm not saying anything. I get in trouble.
I'm saying this is going to be the birth of Brohan or Goalie.
I'm down for that. There you go. I side with David on this one.
The last one had Broly, so you got to bring him at the next one because he's a Z fighter now. So just bring him in.
That's good. Last time I teased I was hungry and I wanted to go get something to eat, and it was time for lunch, and I made a PB and J, hold the J, and then all of a sudden they announce the figure arts, and I'm like, oh man, I swear I didn't know it, and so I cannot comment ever again on possible future releases.
There you go.
Oh, there you go.
I'm Team Brohan.
Team Brohan.
I'll be on the opposite end. I'll be Team Goalie.
Either way, I win.
Where'd it go? Hold on. It must be true now. So you're in trouble now, Dave.
You got me, Damon.
It's on the internet.
Just go ahead. Confirmed by Bandai Namco Collectibles.
Oh,
cooler.
Sad. The unexpected character is Gohan.
He finally shows up.
No, hey, wait. At the end of Super, though, he did say he's going to obtain a form that no one else ever has. So, new form for Gohan, please. Please, somebody.
I just assumed his new form was that he was going to get a third master's in calculus or something like that.
Right.
He's going to do my taxes.
Earn his degree from home. It's going to be amazing.
Chi-Chi messed that boy up so much. He could have been a god.
He's going to be the dean at the University of Phoenix online. Go Fighting Phoenix.
Yep.
It's the Harvard of online education.
Oh, sad.
It is sad. Your Gohan, your favorite.
And it's sad.
He's got so much potential. There's still time. He's still a young man.
I'm pretty sure your turtle has done more than the Gohan.
My turtle has done a lot. She has run away twice. So I mean, that's more than nothing Gohan's done. Yes, she's escaped her tank before. I don't know how.
And how far did she get?
She got to a whole other part of the house and under furniture.
Oh my gosh, one of them Ninja Turtles I've been hearing about.
She did that Kamehameha thing that David's so impressed by. Did that on the tank.
She went on the top. Figure-wise, it's also important to note that there are 2 Dragon Ball figures available right now on Premium Bandai. Wanted to put some space in between our first figure talk and this figure talk. We do have the Bulma, the Namek Adventure Begins Bulma, as well as the Tien and Chaozu, or Tien Shan and Cheos. Cheos. Those are both available on Premium Bandai right now. The Tien Shan 2-pack will be ending this month. I believe it's May 31st. Is that correct, Justin?
That is correct.
So that one will be going away in the next couple weeks.
At 10:59 a.m. Eastern Time.
Yes. So you don't want to miss out on that. And then make sure you pick up Bulma as well. Don't have an end date yet on Bulma, but she was about a month after Tien. So, you can kind of make your assumptions.
Do the math.
There. Yeah. Do your math and all of that jazz.
And she looks great. There was the updated images weren't posted right away. But she had the full blown orange boots instead of the black tips. And then I know that there were comments about the belt. Looking at you, Job in blue. And I don't know. So I see maybe I'm just crazy, but I feel like the belt
that's definitely true.
It's pretty accurate because it has the buckle and then there's the black spacing and then it goes on to the yellow. So I'm just blind. I don't see what the problem is. So someone can please assist me with that. I think it looks great, but I have been wrong before.
Figure.
They want thicker black. It's
not enough black. Oh, okay. So you want it to stretch out a little bit further rather than just be a sliver of black.
Okay,
is that what I understand?
Count the figure.
I like yellow.
I do too. I like yellow. Yellow and orange.
I've got a marker.
There you go.
Little Sharpie.
Hey, isn't this the arc where the beginning of Yamcha losing his girl came?
Quiet.
This is it, right? Sad.
Yeah. Vegeta's gonna come with like a rose, a bottle of cheap wine.
And the ability to crush planets. I mean,
There you go.
poor Yamcha.
Yeah, it'll be the
Got it.
Steal Your Girlfriend edition.
Just be a girl.
Comes with a backpack.
Yeah, look at that.
And
It's
all
like-
kinds of things.
She's like Dora the Explorer for crying out loud. She can't
And
even
she
fit that
has-
giant Dragon Ball in there.
Right.
I mean,
She's
she
got a little
created
dragon
time
finder.
travel. I'm pretty sure she can figure that out.
Mhm.
Yeah, she comes with all kinds of stuff. Dragon radar, backpack, fanny pack. Everyone needs a fanny pack.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Especially on
They do.
Namek.
Yes. You never know.
And I love the Namekian Dragon Balls, like the big Dragon Balls. They are fun. They display nicely. And I believe does she have the 7-star ball?
Yes.
Yes.
So there you go. Got to get that 7-star.
Sweet.
So yeah.
Articulated
Premium.
Chaozu.
Yeah.
That was actually really cool. I know, like the last time we got Chaozu, all he does is just place on a figure. I'm like, oh man, he doesn't articulate. So this time around,
Does he explode? We need him to explode.
Oh,
that's-
sad.
Explosives
around.
sold separately.
The worst
And,
part is afterwards he was like, the apple was still there, and I'm like, oh
Oh man.
it was for nothing.
This is why I love
0.01.
this is why I love our fans. So we get all kinds of mentions on social media, and I guarantee you, I read them all. I comment when I can, but this is why I love you. Don't ever change.
Yeah, we definitely love it. So yeah, make sure to go to p-bandai.com/us and you can pick up the Studio Girl edition. I would buy it.
There you go.
I want to see how Japan spells that on the box.
Right.
They're like, what is yo? And I didn't see. Did he spell girl with a U? It's got to be with a U.
This was not, but we
Oh,
can do
yeah.
that. We can make arrangements. Otherwise, we'll get fact checked by the comments section.
Yeah, we know a guy. So hopefully in the comments, they let us know who their favorite was, what their favorite saga was. Were there any fun questions, AJ, in the comments that you wanted to address?
I mean, everyone has said their thing. Everyone's given their stuff about the belt. Let's see. Is my chat lagging?
Yes, it is lagging.
We need Afro Bulma and Badman Vegeta. I am down for the Badman Vegeta.
Yes.
Yes. Other than that, someone had asked, did I miss the answer on an effects piece pack?
Did we talk about an effects piece pack?
Oh,
I
I
did
think this
not.
was with that explosion with the Chaozu.
Oh, yeah.
Weeby?
There you go. I already forgot about that.
Yeah,
That'd be
Tamashi
great.
does have an effects for explosions, so you can always check that out.
Wasn't it
Yeah.
just a giant white explosion though?
There are several different ones. I think there's like a red one before. The regular one is gray, I believe. So
There you go.
there's one.
Relive your favorite moment of your favorite character blowing up. And he's so nice and sweet too. It's not like he's nothing. There's nothing bad about him. He's like,
Right. Speaking of Yamcha, or no, Tien's the one that got his. Well, I guess they both did, right? Didn't both Tien got his arm cut off by Nappa, right? And then Yamcha was the android,
Mhm.
ripped off his arm. We gotta have arm ripping effects
and Piccolo just loses his arm like every day,
every day. Yeah.
and then just like,
At least-
ah.
At least Tien is kind of good in fighters. Kind of.
Yeah.
That's redemption, right? Kind of.
I have not
Oh, man.
played fighters in a long time, so
Yeah, I love fighters.
I got the collector's
Yeah.
edition for it, and this is a pretty cool statue that came with it.
oh, that is cool.
Yeah,
I like that. It's like a cel shaded effect.
Yeah, it looks neat.
Yeah.
Just got it right here on my desk.
Look how far you've
Deal.
come from Super Famicom Dragon Ball Z game where you had no idea what was
I
going
know.
on to
And you know
Dragon
what?
Ball fighting game.
A good in between is Budokai 2 on PlayStation 2. That game was awesome. I spent countless hours playing this ridiculous game. Absolutely loved it. And what's really cool, Bandai Dave, is they came with instruction booklets back then. They don't do that anymore. And it breaks my heart. But holy smokes, this game was so much fun. I loved every second of it.
I
So-
remember renting that game several times before I realized, I probably should just buy this game.
Yeah, Budokai, fun to play, fun to say.
Yeah. Oh my god, so much fun.
Mhm.
Absolutely love it.
Oh, someone just said future Gohan with a detachable arm.
There you go.
Oh.
And maybe
Sad.
some sort of hose and water effects because he's always crying.
Oh,
That'd be kind of cool.
he has so much potential. Please, please, Toriyama, please, just one movie. That's
Well,
all I ask.
the new DLC for Kakarot, isn't that what it's the alternate future where the androids take over? That's the maybe we'll get Gohan being awesome in that one, Mr. Clark. Oh wait, the androids kill him.
Oh,
He just needs one.
it's sad.
He just needs one
Maybe-
movie, man.
Maybe they can change Gohan into your turtle. Maybe that can work.
I mean, yeah,
I think you got it, Clark. You got it with the Cell games. He's the hero with the Cell games. You got your one. Us Vegeta fans,
No.
we're still waiting for one.
Hmm.
Okay, I'll take that.
Yeah, you got at least you got one. It's Goku like
You gotta go-
83, Gohan 1, everybody else goose eggs.
Where's my Krillin winning arc?
Yeah,
Hey,
I like it. Now he's a cop with a mustache.
Krillin got 18. That was his winning arc.
Sure, I'll count it.
That's rad.
Poor Krillin. Yeah, he became a cop. He's got that sweet mustache.
He's the best cop on the planet, though. I mean, he can fly.
I was just gonna say that. He was like, he can fly.
He did train with Goku, I guess. So.
See?
There are a couple of late people to the party. We did address the SS3 and 4 Gokus. We're just about done here, but when the stream is over, it's literally in the first couple minutes we talk about it. So feel free to revisit that.
We're trying our best.
Unless Dave wants to rehash the whole thing.
No. My throat is already. I feel like I talked for like 20 minutes at the beginning for that, but it was all good, and it just shows the strength and the love of this community that they are passionate and they want this figure. It has nothing. It's a good problem to have that the fan base is so ravenously passionate that they want to get this figure, and it's not something like your figures suck or this is this or this or this. It's I love what you're making. I want more of them. Please give us more of them. That's all we could hope for, and that's all we want to give to you.
Right. As opposed to quit making this. We're tired of it.
Another Goku.
Yeah, another Goku. When they're like, Tomasi's like, well, it's Justin's favorite, so we got to keep making them.
Yeah, it's all Justin.
Sorry, I apologize.
Until Justin gets a new favorite.
He's also in Toei and Funimation's ears. Goku's got to be the one to win.
Yeah, let's do it. Make it
I
happen.
don't want to see this Gohan nonsense.
Justin, please, Brohan, just tell him one time.
Sure. I know a guy. I'll do my
Thank you.
best.
If Gohan becomes a thing,
Justin's fond of animals. I'm sure Bubbles can make its way around.
I'll tell you what. When Optimus becomes a thing, Clark, then you'll get your Brohan.
Okay.
A little,
Tomorrow.
a little
yes,
quid pro
David
quo
Clark,
there.
brand manager, Flame Toys.
Yes.
Optimus. It could be an original character in the Flame line.
It's
Trying to help you out here.
It's for Beast Wars, right? Beast Wars.
Sure, I'll take
There
it.
you go.
Optimus.
Don't make us go to Hobby and have Hobby make it, David.
No.
I know a guy there too, man.
Yeah, he's got Tomina Sunzir,
Yep.
It's gonna be a new Gundam.
Like, hear me out. Optimus, make it happen.
Yeah. It's Optimus who turns into a moose. Optimus. I get it.
Oh my gosh.
I think that's my favorite part. That's what I miss most about conventions is Justin taking every opportunity to pitch Optimus to literally everyone who will listen.
Everyone.
We meet with like IDW. He's like, "Let me tell you about Optimus," and they're like, but to their credit, IDW's like, "Yes, let me hear more." Like Hasbro, like, have you heard my Optimus pitch? They're like, "No." And
All right, sit down. You're gonna need to sit down for this.
do you have graph paper?
On my next call with Hasbro, I will bring up Optimus if you get me Brohan.
I will do my best.
All right, equivalent
Fair
exchange.
trade.
Yeah.
There you go.
Even swap.
Seems fair.
It only
There you go.
punishes everyone else, but
That's
okay.
fine. That's fine. We get what we want, though.
Sure. Come on it. I will add it to my calendar.
So as we wind down, I think I would love in the comments if they want to let us know, where does Dragon Ball rank in the pantheon of anime for you? Is it, a lot of people saw it when they were really young, and so it, kind of shaped them, kind of in some way like Gundam Wing, that Toonami did a good job on people our age, or is it something that you found later in life, or is it something that is maybe too mainstream and you don't dig it? You're more an edgy kind of anime fan. So let us know kind of
Armo.
where edgy Armo, like Mr. Cavender. Let us know where Dragon Ball kind of fits in your pantheon of the hierarchy of anime. For me, it's 1. I love Dragon Ball so much. I see I'm not alone. Awesome. Thank you so much, Mr. Sinner. Justin, where does Dragon Ball fit in your pantheon of anime?
Oh, man. For me, right at the top, man. Dragon Ball Z all day long.
Nice. AJ, you've not been known to watch an anime or 100.
Sure,
Does Dragon Ball crack your top 5, top 10, top 3?
I think if it's the arc is really good, sure, I'll put it there. I think Dragon Ball is always going to be, like, for me, a leisurely watch where I'm like, I hear there's some good things with this current arc for Dragon Ball. I'll go and watch it. Of course, like, as soon as they get really cool animation, I'm like, these fights are amazing, and then I get hyped up again. But then as soon as, like, the series is over, like, the arc's done, I'm like, and I'll put you safely away until I get a new arc that I like. So it's somewhere in between. Yeah.
I will join you in a couple years.
Yeah.
What about you, David? Where's Dragon Ball fit in all the anime you've watched?
It's definitely in my top 10 because it's just something that's just been a constant, in my life, and I've never gotten tired of it. So definitely top 10. I mean, I named an animal after one of them, so it's got to be.
That's true.
It's got to be important.
It's on the bottom. I love Gohan.
I mean, Justin's dog's name's Rizzo, and he's not a fan of Muppets Take Manhattan,
right? Or Grease, for that matter.
Or Grease. So David, what would you say is if you had to pick your number 1 anime right now, what would you say?
Gundam.
in totality or a specific series?
So Gundam as a whole. If I had to point out one in particular, ate the mess team, but Gundam.
Gundam.
Just
awesome.
the whole thing.
Glitter gif.
And because I like to make people nervous and put them on the spot, Steven, what's your favorite anime of all time?
Ronin Warriors.
Ronin Warriors from Mr. Janes. Where does Dragon Ball fit? Dragon Ball's number 2. All right.
Oh,
They used to be back to back on Tsunami.
Oh.
Nice.
They were back to back on the 2 noms.
Someone earlier was saying Attack on Titan figures, and I think James would appreciate that as well.
Yeah, those would be pretty good too.
He likes naked giants roaming around.
Not only are they naked, they're missing their skin. They're beyond naked.
Sure.
They're just
like
flesh.
Invisible Woman naked.
From Venture Brothers.
From Venture Brothers, yeah.
8 people got that.
I know, it's sad.
And it's sad. Well, awesome. I think that is it. So thanks everybody for joining us. Like we do every Friday for our Bluefin Hangout. We meet every Friday at noon PDT on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, whatever social platform you use. We love to interact with you. We love having the comments. If you're watching this on the replay, make sure to interact and answer all the questions we asked. We really, really like to hear, what your favorites are and stuff like that. And until next week, we will talk to you again later. Bye, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Have a fantastic weekend.